it up. Question?
Well, you're one of those guys, huh?
City council meetings are published in the weekly newspaper.
Yes.
Time, date.
Right, so we can check our news mirror for time.
And they're all on the internet
Tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna be there. How many people here will be willing to go to
They've
the...
already said, you were gone and we were, yeah, we got that all worked out.
If you
Ralph.
make sure that we can get an email, because I won't be able to attend this one on Monday.
Right.
But there's going to definitely be 1 to 2 meetings before you'll be able to get an agenda.
Oh, sure.
And so that would be important for us to be informed, because it'll be before the next meeting we have for the Tea Party. So
Absolutely.
That way we'd be informed.
Right, so and it will be a part of the information that you will get from the email as being a Tea Party, on the Tea Party mailing list. You'll get, after Monday night's meeting, you'll get an update of what happened and what to expect and what do we do. Okay, so that's our plan for next Monday night.
I add a couple other things. When we went to the Riverside City Council, Susan here went with us, and you know, Susan at that time happened to be unemployed. You know what? So I don't know. Is anybody unemployed? If you're unemployed and you don't have a job and you're looking for a job, that's great.
Yeah.
Go to the city council and say, look, why don't you guys, you know what? There's people from another country coming in to our city and stealing jobs. I'm out of work. I want to work. I'll take any job. Why don't you do something? It's great. We also made sure we had what's Rachel's last name?
Ramirez.
Yeah, we had a lady in our group, Rachel Ramirez, and you know what? Not everybody of Hispanic descent is for this massive wave of illegal immigration. They're not, and she is. So you know what? We had Rachel Ramirez come down and talk to the council about it too, because it's harder for them to call her racist than me.
It's illegal aliens only. It's not any.
That's right.
It's
That's right.
absolutely non-ethnic.
It's not. They're not all from Mexico. Just
No,
most of
it's
them.
non-ethnic. It's just about legal or illegal. That's the issue. Okay, so Monday night, you will be receiving, if we're passing around, by the way, before I forget, there should be 2 clipboards going around with, make sure you sign for having been here, and you sign if you are not receiving an email, and do it very clearly, because in the past I sometimes get email addresses that are not real clear, and then I send them out and they come back, and then I don't know what to do.
Well, how would
Yes,
the city of Menifee control this, or
How will it, yeah.
Oh, well, the statute.
you know, you have to have a...
That's like code enforcement. They write a statute, and if citizens make a complaint that somebody's employing illegal aliens, they go and, there's a couple other points I should.
Yeah,
they go and investigate, and if they find that the person is an illegal alien that's been hired after the statute has been enacted, they order them to fire them. That's the law. It's like you build an illegal family room addition on your house, and it gets reported, and they go investigate. You didn't have permits here, tear it down. That's essentially it. And
just by the law being there, it's been creating a deterrent sufficient that the word gets out.
That's right.
That's right. There's one other thing too. There's
there ain't no work.
I know Keith is an expert on the Constitution. There's one thing you can't do. Ex post facto laws.
Right.
Ex post facto laws apply to the federal government and the state, so it won't apply to anybody that's already hired working illegally.
Right.
It's after the date of the enactment. They'll be mandatory to use the E-Verify system, and then if they hire illegals after that, then those are the ones that'll apply to. But it's already illegal under federal statute to employ these people. Just maybe if they investigate and they find some that were here before, maybe they'll report them to ICE and they'll actually do something.
And see, one of the differences is, you know, when I know of a federal law that's not being enforced, what am I going to do? I mean, I don't have much, there's no avenue for me to complain about a federal law that's not enforced. But a city ordinance that's not enforced, I live here. And I see the eyeballs of our city politicians, and I can hold them accountable, and I can ask them, you know, I'm wondering about this employer, I'm wondering about, and we can put the heat on them. So then the enforcement will have to rise up from the grassroots, or as some folks would say, from the astroturf, and it has to arise from that level for the enforcement, to initiate the enforcement. But that's okay, we're willing to do that.
One other thing too, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals decision for those of you interested in the law.
Yeah.
The cities cannot fine these employers because of the way the federal statute is written. The only thing they can do is they can order them to be terminated, and they can yank their business licenses. That's the enforcement mechanism.
That's better than fining.
Yeah, but they can't. But it's important because you know what? In Oklahoma, they had a similar law, and they wrote it badly. They wrote it with fines and sanctions. Got appealed up to the 10th Circuit in Oklahoma, and the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals struck it down in Oklahoma. So if you live in the 10th Circuit, you're out of luck. But we don't. We're in the 9th Circuit.
Okay, Diana.
I was going to say, I'll print up the 7 packets,
Okay.
but I don't know if I can go to the meeting, so
Okay,
who
so
should I
we'll
give the packets to?
check with us before the meeting, at the end of the meeting.
You could,
Okay.
you could probably round up 7 packets right here.
Yeah. Thank you, Ted. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.